Merry Christmas, micro collectors. It's Friday, December 19th, and this is episode 20 of the Micro Galaxy Squadcast, our last episode of 2025. Tonight, we're dropping awesome holiday giveaways throughout the show. We'll take one more look at some Series 10 in hand, and we finally sit down with Cube Squadron to get all of the details on their upcoming Micro Galaxy Center display project. Joining me now for the last time this year, Mr. Kevin Microfleet Tanner.
Hey everyone, what's happening?
What's up, man?
Hey, we got Cassidy on too. Look at that. Hey, he popped right up there when I came on.
Yeah.
All right.
We got everybody on.
Yeah,
also
everybody
joining
here.
us,
Yeah.
Cassidy from Cube Squadron.
Thanks for having me, guys. Glad to be here.
Yeah,
Yeah, man.
fantastic.
Thanks for joining us.
Of course.
You've been slowly creeping up everywhere. I don't know if you've got ads going or something on Instagram, but
Oh, yeah.
your content has started making the rounds and causing rumbles and things like that. And I've started to see more and more posts on different social media platforms here and there saying,
Well, good.
"Hey,
It's
have you
working.
guys seen this? This is pretty cool." And I think we thought, listen, it's finally time for us to get them on there and get all the details.
I really appreciate it. Thank you.
Beyond the Cube Squadron details, we also have several awesome giveaways tonight. One of which I think is very, very, very cool. Let's see, where is it? Boom. One of the grails
Yeah.
we have tonight. One of the grails. We will have Sabine's masterpiece.
That's great.
One of the best in the line. Still, 8 series since this one came out. Still one of my favorites.
I would
Certainly the most striking shelf presence of all those. And that donated by the wonderful, wonderful, let's see, Robert Caleb, as he's known in the Facebook group. So super generous.
Jeremy
We've
Taylor
got
with the
another
super chat.
giveaway from Brenton in the Facebook group for a light up sign, which is really cool.
Yep, we'll show that off here in a little bit.
But look
Jeremy
at this.
Taylor, thanks for the $2 and the super chat. Appreciate it. You
The
can put
super
a comment
chat's rolling
on there
in.
too if you want to. We'd be glad to put that up here.
If you don't want to drop a super chat, all you have to do is go to one of our channels and drop a little thumbs up, and we would greatly appreciate that.
That is
Free
right.
of charge to do that.
That's correct. Gosh, we got a ton of people rolling in here. Jeez, look at all these people.
Yeah, lots of
Just
familiar names,
70
lots of
right
people
now.
in here early, right?
Yeah, there were a few people in here early. Some are common people running through here. We got Steve 3 on the show. Oh,
What's
yeah,
up,
there
Steve?
you go. With the headgear. That's right. You noticed.
Festive.
Very.
Fantastic. Who else we got? Adelphi Rangers is here.
I need a darker background.
TK is here. Thanks everybody for showing up early. This
Yeah.
is great.
Man, Jeremy Taylor with the second super chat there.
Oh, thanks, Jeremy. I appreciate that.
Very, very cool.
Very kind of you to do that.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Keeps things
So,
like this going.
for those giveaways,
Yes.
we also have an ATST Raider. We
We
have
do.
the TIE Whisper Destroyed Rare,
Ooh, I like that one.
Yeah. that's a good one.
the Sabine's tie, and the custom Micro Galaxy sign from Brenton. So a pretty cool
That's right.
lineup. I think the sign is really, really, really cool and fun. And then, you got a picture of it there. Look
Yep,
at that.
there we go.
That is the
That's
sign.
nice. Wow.
Yep,
Pretty
very
huge,
cool.
right? I mean, that's fairly big. How big would you say that is?
Yeah, it's about so that shelf right there is about 10 inches wide. So it's about that, and then each level is 2.5 inches tall. So 10 by 2.5, and then it's probably another 2 inches or so deep to be able to hold the light. But it comes with the power cord and the block, the charging block to be able to plug it in, which is great.
That's
So,
amazing, Kevin.
I got a little bit of a extension for the USB, like a, I guess like a female to male USB, to be able to extend it. And yeah, looks great.
It's
Great.
very
Fantastic.
well done.
That photo is very deceptive, Kevin. I will say the size.
Yeah.
When you said 10 inches, I was like, wait, what? I realize now that it's because you've got all of the tiny scout class guys lined up on it.
That's right.
Makes a lot more sense, but it definitely looks like just your standard like IKEA shelf there.
Yeah, it does.
Oh, yeah. No,
So I'm like, man, that sign is huge.
Yeah.
It's not that big.
Okay.
Not that
Well,
big.
that makes a lot more sense. Still very, very cool.
Yep.
So we've got that. And as always, we will open it up with a hashtag. You will enter whatever hashtag we tell you at the given time.
Mm-hmm.
Capitalization does not matter, and you can only enter once. And then we'll draw, and it'll announce a winner, and then we'll move on to the next hashtag when we're ready for the next giveaway. Already 80 people in here, which is pretty awesome. Love to see everybody
Nice.
jumping in early here. Yeah, insanely detailed for the size, Jake says. I agree. It looks really, really nice.
Yeah, agreed.
Dan Dickinson was expecting a couple feet, so
Not
sorry
quite
to
a couple
disappoint.
feet, but yeah,
It does say micro. So.
It does.
that is very true.
It wasn't lying. I thought those were Black Series figures, Adelphi says.
If
Richard
only.
says, gorgeous. TK says, is it sanctioned? And to that I say, we're not selling it, so it's not. And I don't believe necessarily that Brenton has been trying to sell his either.
No.
So
He's not. He's definitely
I
not.
think,
He's not doing it as a business move or anything like
it's
that.
just a fun thing to do that
fan
I think he
Yep. Sure.
helps some people out. We're not running some kind of shady side business over here.
Oh, Steve 3D already throwing it out there.
Thanks, Steve.
We'll get to that. We'll get to the questions.
Yeah. And we should go ahead and get things going because I feel like
Sure,
tonight
let's
we've
do
got
it.
a lot to pack in.
Okay.
I mean, before we get into anything, I think we should open up one of the giveaways.
Okay.
And I think maybe first on this, submitted by Robert Caleb from the Facebook group. Lovely gentleman, generous man.
Yeah, absolutely.
We have opened up the ATST Raider with hashtag raid.
All right.
So,
Anybody on here early, you're going to get the first
hashtag
dibs at it.
raid in the chat will enter you to win the ATST Raider.
Hashtag
Now-
RAID.
With multiple giveaways like this, Kevin, there's some
Yes.
you could go one of two ways. There's the option to if somebody wins something,
Mhm.
they're not eligible to win the next prize.
Yeah.
How do
I
we
like
feel
that.
about that?
I like that. I think that's good. Spread the love
Fair.
a little bit.
Leave that on.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
feel
Brenton's
like
in
you
here. Hey,
you
Brenton,
could have
what's happening?
people not you could have people that maybe sit out one or two of the
Mhm.
giveaways waiting on their odds at maybe the Sabine's tie or the sign or something like that. But
Yeah.
how you play the game, I guess.
That's
So
right.
Be
Yeah.
if you
strategic.
win, you will be ineligible for the next prize to spread the love around as much as we can. But hashtag raid. What's up, Brent? Age of Grogu, how are you? Good to see you here. Ryan Dole in the chat. What's up, man? Ryan Dole, I believe, will be on Saturday. Toying Around is doing a charity stream.
Oh,
I believe it's a
Great.
24-hour stream.
Awesome.
wow.
Tons of donations and things like that. So go to Toying Around and check out that stream. I think Paul, everybody in the Microgalaxy community probably knows Paul. He will be on there. And Ryan Dole will be on there. Maybe Steve will be on there. I don't know if Steve will be on there. But Ryan will definitely be on there. So check
Sweet.
that out. You have
That's
24 hours to hop in, make a donation for the children. Some kind of children thing. I can't remember. So we are going to move on while you guys do that to our first. We're going to fly through retail updates.
Okay. Let's do it.
Kevin,
You want to roll up the banner?
I'm pulling it up right here. Here we go. We are
Fantastic.
now peg warning.
All right, everybody. So, starting out with Amazon. So, one of the great things about Amazon, as we had with our Reaper when it dropped down to under $10 at Walmart, it's still doing the same thing here at Amazon. So, if you want to pick that up, you can grab it for under $10. That's basically $3.30 per figure. Plus, you get a Dreadnought class vehicle. And, I've picked up a handful of those. They are awesome. So, if you want to pick those up, Arcs, Arc 170 was $30. The Ghost set, the secret mission is down to 62. It's been like right around there for a while. So anybody that missed out on that or wants to pick up another one to get some of those Y-wings, you certainly can. Yeah, very good deal on that. The other thing with Amazon is the Series 10 stuff seems to be showing up relatively sporadically. Seems like some of the people that got in pre-orders got a few things early and some things got delayed. I'd love to hear in the chat if you placed pre-orders for them, if you've received all of your pre-order items, or if you're still waiting. If you're still waiting on something, go ahead and pump that in there. I got 2 things from it, and then now all of my other stuff got delayed. So I'm waiting. I'm really antsy to get that tie so I can go ahead and get a stand built for it. So that is your Amazon stuff. RossCon is still going on. Anybody that's participated in that, I know I've grabbed a couple things from there. Nothing Micro Galaxy Squadron yet, unfortunately. But they had some of the Grand Army of the Republic stuff showing up, which is pretty cool to hear and see. There's a bunch of other things.
Which have
Cole,
gotten
did you
pretty
pick up
pricey
anything?
relatively.
Yeah, for sure.
Recently, especially Plos with the 101st ATTE coming out. Yep. That Plo variant of the gunship got pretty pricey there, probably up to $70-$80.
Yeah, going through chat here, it looks like there are a bunch of people still missing stuff from their Amazon orders.
I'm looking at about 1 of 5 for my orders on those.
Yeah, right.
Not doing great so far.
Yeah, not very good odds. And then we've got Walmart. So Walmart Series 9 has still been showing up, which has been refreshing to see that a lot of people are still getting some of the chases and rares, and especially to see the light armor class stuff showing up because that's been so difficult to get for so long. It's really cool to still be able to grab those. Fortunately, I've been able to find a couple of elite TIE defenders, so they're still out there. They're still coming in. So if you haven't found one yet, there's still hope. And we'll see what happens with some of those stores that are actually starting to receive Series 10. So Series 10 light armor has been starting to hit on the West Coast. If you're like in the middle of the U.S. or more towards the East Coast, it typically takes 7 to 10 days until we actually start to see them showing up on the East Coast. So if you haven't seen it yet, don't freak out. They're still coming. There has been a second set also of the Scout class Series 10 stuff showing up. So I got 3 of my 4, cracking them open tomorrow morning. Nice. Very good. So there are more Series 10 Scout class that are showing up, and they actually are the cases that have the chase and the rare. This is the first time that we've seen chases and rares found in the Scout class box at retail in a long time, I feel. Most of the stuff we've been getting has been coming from the Amazon bundles. But cool to actually see those show up. And hopefully that's a trend that we're going to continue to see happen here as we're seeing things roll out into retail, where we're starting to get the chases and rares mixed in at the beginning of the push instead of just getting a ton of common things and then we have to wait forever or don't ever get to some of the chases and rares. I think that is all on Walmart. Anything I missed there, Cole?
Yeah, no, it's I love seeing the I guess kind of the second wave of Series 10 scouts having those chases and rares in them. I feel like it's been a while since we've been relegated to just the bundles.
Right.
On those $20 or $23 bundles on Amazon to get the chases and rares for the scouts.
I know it's getting so pricey to get those. It's kind of
So really, really cool to see that. It interesting that they're kind of still fulfilling both series at once.
Mm-hmm.
I am just curious, Cassidy, what has your experience been picking up chases and rares at retail?
So, unfortunately, we live in a pretty small town in Mississippi. So, yeah, um, we have good luck sometimes. It depends. The you know the time of year seems to bring in a little bit more stuff, but we found the Defender not too long ago. So
Nice.
that was our last really good
The
find.
Common Defender?
Yes, yeah,
Okay.
yeah, not the Elite.
Yeah. On the chases and rares front, have you had much luck in the line at all?
No, not really. Other than the things that I've picked up on eBay, and
Mhm.
it's that's kind of what we've had to resort to, unfortunately. But they are out there. You just got to look hard.
Yeah, it's tough. You really have to be there in the morning or right around the time that they're stocking to be able to grab some of them because people pick them up really fast. I mean, that is one of the advantages, I would say, of Micro Galaxy Squadron and their sell-through numbers. They sell through 100% of their chases and rares. All they got to do is, if they just threw a chase and rare sticker onto every item, then I think they would sell more for sure.
Yeah.
Which unfortunately in the grand scheme is only like maybe 15,000 of them per wave or less.
Right.
I don't know how many of those are actually hitting retail or how many of them get produced.
But I did find this the Royal Interceptor not too long ago.
Oh, really? Nice.
At
Where'd you
retail?
find that at?
That was at Target.
Wow.
What?
I think this was at Target. This was a while back. I've had it for a long time.
Huh. No kidding.
I could be wrong about that, but I do have it. Yeah.
That's great. Love that.
That would be wild. I do think cool was one. maybe Series 4 was the last time Target had light armor.
I'm trying to think.
Trying to think when it was now.
Yeah, I mean that's a great one to find if you found that at retail. That would be amazing.
Yeah. I don't know if Series 4 was there.
Could have been Walmart, maybe.
Yeah, it might have been Walmart.
It could have been Walmart.
What a great find.
Yeah, it's a good
find regardless.
Yeah.
So
we ran through that one. I'm going to pull that down. Keep hashtag raid if you're just joining us. Enters you to win the ATST Raider all the way back from Series 1, I believe. Right, Kevin?
Yeah.
I never found any. That was one of the few that I picked up on Target's website when they went live very, 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 very shortly with the Series 1 chases and rares on their website. Yeah. I grabbed the white tie and the Raiders on their website.
Remember when they used to post stuff online?
Jeez. Imagine if they did that. I think it was that because it was Series 1, I think Target fulfillment centers didn't know that all of those were supposed to go to physical stores. So all of their e-commerce warehouses also got the chases and rares, and they didn't know what to do with them. So they put them up and listed them on web pages. And that was a crazy 20 minutes, I think. A lot of those were up. Once the people kind of caught wind of that, they did not last long.
Yeah, the amount of time I spent not sleeping and just continuing to refresh those pages is
crazy days.
Yeah. So continuing on with retail. So we have got Target. So Target's got those Anakin sets discounted, and then also the Tidariums down to $17. And then Series 10 is still showing up at Meijer. So I mean, gosh, I'm super jealous. If anybody out there has a Xanadu blood that they want to get rid of or trade or sell, I am totally in. Because I really need that one.
Yeah.
That's one of the last ones I need. But yep. It's crazy that of all the stores that are out there, that a grocery store chain is the one that's getting these vehicles. But now that being said,
though, right? Yeah, I don't think the line would have it any other way than a random grocery store having the brand new chases and rares at it.
Yeah.
Love that for the line.
Absolutely.
Keeps it interesting.
It's got to be great for a small retailer like that to be the first one to get that in.
Yeah.
Because again, the sell-through of that has got to be ridiculously high because they beat everyone else to the punch. It's like the opposite of, Walmart with the large vehicles where they were getting them months after everyone else, and they just sit there because everyone's picked them up already.
Yeah.
Having the first crack at retail has really helped them out, I'm sure. And my guess is Myers will probably have a significant amount of Series 11 if Series 10 did so well for them.
Yeah. The only problem that they're running into right now is they're selling them all at 25% off. So if they could catch wind of that and just say like, yeah, maybe we'll sell more of these or whatever. But
the old Target problem.
Yeah, exactly.
They're trying to clearance out problem. Series 8 or 9, and the new stuff comes in, and since it's an assortment.
I hope that happens with Walmart because, man, there is a ton of Series 8 still on the shelf of Walmart stuff. And I think we're going to be missing Series 9 in Walmart, Starfighter class at least.
Yeah.
So, yeah, the vault, unlock the vault. Man, they had a great deal on a discount for gift cards where it was 20% off for gift cards.
Stock up. Time to stock up.
I mean, dude, if I hadn't just spent $400 and some odd on a new printer, I would have been all over it.
Sorry.
Yeah, right. But
enabled.
That was I had it in my cart like 3 or 4 times, probably still sitting in my cart to be honest. And I was like right about to pull the trigger. It's like, I just don't know if I can do this. Like seeing my bill that's coming from Christmas, I was like, oh,
it stings. Yeah.
Yeah, it stings. I don't know if I can do that. Did you pick up any gift cards, you guys?
No, same boat.
I have not. Yeah.
No. Yeah.
It's a good idea though. It's been on my radar.
Yeah,
for sure.
It's if you have the extra cash, great time to pick them up because most of the time when they run sales, the newest stuff is not eligible for the sale. So it's nice to be able to get something at a discount and right when it's listed. It's rare that you can do that. I think one of the few times lately we were able to do that is when they sent out the personalized 30% off or 40% off, 30% off, I believe, coupons in the email. And when those went out for the one day only, everything was eligible. But when the 30% sale actually came up, they removed the newest items from the sale. So, yeah, I think anytime you can get 20% off, it's great if you've got the cash to stock up on them.
Yeah.
Now, Kevin, there was something I thought of today and thought I need to add that to the vault list. I didn't add it at the time, and now I cannot for the life of me remember what it was. But, we'll see. I don't know. Maybe it'll dawn.
You're talking about our document here?
Yeah. Anything else? Anything else tickling your brain when it comes to the vault?
Yeah.
lately?
Other than the sellout, that's the light armor class was the first item that's sold out now in a long time. I think since last year.
Yeah,
since
those
the,
sales. The
Harrods B-wing or whatever.
I think because they're new. My guess, they hit pretty quick and not super easy to find those light armor. So yeah, with the sales they were running, it made sense. And my guess is starfighters are probably not far behind them based on the numbers. If they do any kind of Christmas sale or New Year's sale, I could see those going away.
For sure.
Didn't they also sell out of the Geonosian Starfighter after those sales? Or is
Not
that still
that
up?
I've seen.
I might have made that up.
Yeah.
A lot of good stuff on there, man. Anybody that I still think that Falcon and Landspeeder set is so good.
It is.
That Falcon is
beautiful.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So if you can get
Mine
that
right
at a
there.
discount,
Yeah, there it is.
Yep.
that's the set to get for sure.
It's amazing. They did such a good job with it.
Yep.
Man, it's wild. Oh well. Maybe it'll dawn on me. Gonna pull that down. Now, let's pull the trigger on this giveaway we've had running. The last few seconds, guys. #raid will enter you to win the ATST Raider. I believe that was the rare from Series 1.
From Series
provided
1.
by Robert Caleb in the Facebook group.
Yeah, crazy.
Wow, that was Series 1. Yeah.
I know.
We've got, let's see, we've got 84 people currently going up. Looks like it's, what's up, Hal Runner Base? Several more people pulling in. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. Let's find it. You know, Kevin, same thing happened last time. I should close a whole lot more tabs before I start this, so it's easier for me to find the actual tab I'm looking for.
At least we don't see like your full screen when you do the screen share, anyways, because you got to just pick the tab that you're gonna.
Yeah, they know what they're doing with this. That'd be a nightmare. People would see how many tabs I keep open on my on my thing here. Up to 88 now.
Oh, we don't have it
89.
up yet. Oh, here we go.
I tell you what, this might be one of the highest entries we've had. 111 people on as we speak between the two channels right now.
Great.
Hashtag raid. Yeah, Adelphi says don't share the wrong tab, and I will tell you this is my work computer, so I'm not super terrified of what's going to pop up, but I would love for it to be the correct thing. Let's see. I'm going to close this down. We're at 90. ATST Raider, the rare from Series 1. Before we do this, got to put it on. Got to get the lights on, the festive lights. Go into the giveaway page. 93. We're going to close it in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That person got in right at 1. 94. I hope you win, whoever you were.
Pull the trigger.
Draw.
Oh, man. Here we go. It's getting so exciting.
As always, it slows down at the end and gives you a heart attack.
Oh,
what's up, Mechanthrope?
awesome.
That's awesome.
Congratulations.
I guess we'll be shipping that to Canada.
Oh, there we go.
Wow.
He is in Canada.
Fantastic. Congrats. That's like, I think, one of our first international winners.
Yeah, for sure.
Nice.
If he hasn't
First
won
or
one
second.
before, I don't think he has. Yeah, that is our first international winner. So congrats to all Canadians. There he is in chat. My goodness. Happy holidays, buddy.
Yeah.
Love that. Rebel Scale, I see you in here. What's up, man? DC Metro.
Yeah, DC Metro.
All
you
the
just
congrats
missed
rolling in for
Nice.
Mechanthrope there.
There we go.
So
Fantastic.
one prize off the board. We got 125 people in here now.
Yep.
What should we pull up next, Kevin? What
I think the next one should be the Whisper.
TIE Whisper. So we'll keep people on the hook a little longer.
Yep.
We will do hashtag Whisper.
Nice. I was going to say hashtag shh.
That's
You
a
have to
tricky
try
one
to-
because
You have
how
to try to
many
figure out
H's
how
do
many
you
H's
assume?
to put in. Yeah.
Would you naturally put in 3 H's?
I
Does
don't
that feel
know.
correct?
I might put 2 in there, but
Mm.
it's hashtag Whisper, not hashtag shh.
I've got that here. Let me pull it up.
Oh, man.
Let's see. Here we go. This is for the rare destroyed version of the TIE Whisper. Now, Kevin, I am partial to the TIE Whisper over the TIE Silencer.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
I love the little bit of the interceptor look that this has going on. Although I've had it grow on me after the toy. Buying the toy in the line, I do like it a lot more. The Vault version of it was really fun with the panel and the engine and all that going on in the back.
Oh, yeah.
So I've come around a little bit on the Silencer, but something about the Whisper, the little hit of red on there, really cool.
Yeah.
And, you know, again, it's hard to see, but it's got scratches and dirt and all kinds of stuff on the bottom. And I don't believe this one was at retail very much, or hardly at all.
Hardly at all.
Maybe not at all.
Wow.
Yeah.
So
I don't remember seeing anybody finding it at retail.
yeah. So not what that one was not at retail. Hashtag Whisper will enter you to win that. I think the only way to get it, at least in the States, was
Vault.
through the vault.
Yep. Yeah, the one thing that's really cool about that you don't even, and I think they even have it on the package, actually, they have it flipped upside down to see the bottom of it.
Yeah.
But it's got all like the silver scratched paint on the bottom, which I was not expecting when I originally got it. I was just thinking it was going to be, whatever. It's just going to be the bottom of the wings, but no, very cool.
One down, on to the next one.
On to the next one.
Several people anti-sequel trilogy stuff. That's fine. We won't have anything else for you if you don't like Rebels. So,
yeah.
We are going to move on to a little bit of product news. They're obviously in the midst of a new wave shipping. Not a whole lot of stuff going on, but we have seen international listings on Amazon for what we assume would be Series 11. And while we don't know exactly what they are, they do say May ship date. And that's for, I believe, Canada, France, maybe Germany, are where a lot of these listings have popped up. So, if they are saying May and June, is there a chance that the U.S. gets them a hair earlier? I would love that. Do you think April, say we get them in April, is that too long? Does that feel like a long wait between waves there?
Well, it depends on how 10 rolls out.
Mm-hmm.
So I think if Walmart just totally skips 9 and doesn't do any Starfighter on 9, and then they just start rolling straight into 10 right about now, I think that actually does fall into that cadence of what we had previously, like what we had looked at that DC Metro put together with the timeline of everything.
The spring release there.
Yeah, which is, here. And so you've got about 6 months, call it on average, 5 or 6 months of a series. So
I'll take my screen share off there so we don't have any accidents there. It may not be that bad. And my guess is, at least if Walmart continues doing what they're doing, we're going to have this weird tandem, at least for a while, where 9 and 10 are kind of both shipping.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah.
And who knows when we'll get the Series 10. That wait might not feel quite as long if those collector's boxes pop up on Vault, say February.
Mm-hmm.
And if they're expecting them to ship April, May, June, something like that, my guess is the pre-orders would have to start, fairly early.
Right. Or
Kevin,
they don't do it at all.
They didn't do any.
Yeah, exactly. There are no pre-orders.
Yeah, we did the pre-orders for Series 10. There was no official pre-order for Series 10 or reveal for that matter. We still don't have an official reveal for Series 10.
That's right.
And it's in people's hands and on store shelves, Amazon. So kind of wild. I don't know what was happening there with that. There may be a scenario where we're the jerks and they would have liked to have done some kind of promotion with it, with Amazon, and saying, hey, pre-orders are live.
Mm-hmm.
But because we're, whatever, and had the links up for months, they're all out of stock. So there's no use going, hey, pre-orders are open, because they're all out of stock and already sold. So maybe it's our fault. Maybe we're to blame. I don't know. But
I don't think so. That would mean that they would be actually looking at all of that stuff.
I don't know. That would give them the credit, I think, for, I don't know.
I would love
wanting to do it.
Yeah.
It was sold out
for that, but
quite a while ago. So hopefully, and it did. I will say, in the retail report, it is popping back up. The Magna Guard and the TIE Advanced prototype both popped up right before the show, an hour before the show or so. So it's in and out. I've seen the Avenger up a couple times. We
Oh,
see
wow.
this every time, I think, where right when things start to ship, Amazon's finding cases of them and, regional things, and they can get more out here and there once they kind of have a better idea of numbers. So,
Yeah.
Cool.
And I think some
I
people are
assume
probably canceling orders that they purchased way back
for
in the
sure.
beginning.
Yeah. And I think with Series 11, it'd be fair to assume that the original trilogy A-Wing and that Y-Wing would be two of those in that wave. And my guess is something along the lines of Mandalorian. If we're looking at May, there's got to be some
Yeah.
tie in there with Mandalorian, I would think.
Yeah.
Maybe not anything new or like a brand new mold or something that's a surprise for the movie, but my guess is there's going to be some reuse there. We've already seen the trailers with the ships and things like that in them, so
Right.
I think we'll see some repaints, some re-releases, things like that, just to capitalize on the Mando hype at the time.
Yeah.
And we may see more at Toy Fair. I will say Toy Fair coming up in a month or so here. So that would be the next point where Jazzwares could show off new product. Now there's usually a closed event, as we've seen the last several years, where things barely leak out and you get the real fuzzy footage and bad photos of that kind of thing. But there's
That was
usually
a lot of
something
fun
along the lines
dissecting
pretty
that,
soon.
though. When we
Yeah,
get a
that's
chance to
kinda
see
fun.
that photo.
Yeah, it's fun. That's how the Ghost came out, right?
Yep. Ghost and the ATTE.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, so it's kind of fun. I like stuff like that leaking out like that. That's fun.
Yeah, it's fun to
For us.
speculate.
Yeah, speculation. I don't know if they love it coming out like that, but it's definitely fun for the
It
fans.
gets people talking. Yeah.
Hashtag Whisper, if you're just joining us, enters you to win the next giveaway of the holiday giveaway tonight, which is the Kylo Ren's TIE Whisper Destroyed version rare. So that's it for most of our normal sections here. I think we're going to combine community spotlight and topic of the show here.
Yeah.
And we are honored to have Cassidy with us from Cube Squadron. Now, I would love to drop a link to your stuff in chat here if somebody wants to do that.
Great. Yeah, thank you.
Drop a link to maybe your socials in here, and we'll drop a link to the Kickstarter at some point. But
Excellent. Thank you. I appreciate that.
I guess my first question for you is, because this is everywhere, and I've seen Pete, like we mentioned at the start of the show, it's just kind of gotten bigger and bigger and bigger, and I see it pop up more places, and people are really excited. I mean, it is
I'm so glad.
massively ambitious what it looks like you're taking on.
Well, it's been in the works for a while.
And it looks amazing. So I guess I'd like to just start with, like, what's your background with both printing and collecting, and how did that kind of come to a head with Microgalaxy?
Sure. So I've been a Star Wars fan since day one, since I could remember. A huge part of my childhood, just like with so many of us. Grew up with the original trilogy, and that was just my thing as a kid. That was just everything to me. Star Wars, it was just so special. And I had a lot of family members in the aviation world, so kind of growing up and being around that, and then seeing the ships kind of made me form a connection with specifically the ship side of things. I love the characters too, but definitely more of a collector of the ships and vehicles than anything else. As far as my experience with printing, I started a completely unrelated business about 13 years ago. And at the time I was filing patents, and I didn't have the money to pay somebody to do the work, to do the diagrams and things. So I started learning CAD software and 3D modeling software myself to try to save some money and figure out how to do it. So anyway, that kind of evolved into helping some other people with patents and schematics and things. And then slowly, just sort of on my own, introduced, my love for sci-fi into that new skill that I had learned. And I started modeling everything that I wanted to, bring to reality in the digital world. But it wasn't until I got into 3D printing where I realized that, wow, all this stuff that I've been creating in these programs, you can pretty much print and make it come to life in the real world. So after having experience with 3D modeling and applying it to some 3D printing projects, my wife and I, we had a son, and he's grown up around me loving Star Wars and the sci-fi world in general. And these Micro Galaxy Squadron came out when he was about at the age where he was kind of aware of, connecting the dots between the movies and the ships. And we started collecting them, and he's been playing with them. And I have to say that the idea for this was not mine. It was actually his. So he said one day, man, I wish I had a base, a place to park my ships. And so we kind of started making a few little things out of cardboard, and well, that's what we made.
That's amazing.
So we came up with that.
Cool.
Yeah, thank you. We're real proud.
That's been that's a similar experience to me, where it's been fun to share that with my 4 and 5-year-old.
Yeah.
With the ships, like it's just cool because I've been into it forever.
Sure.
The toys forever. So now there's a line that it's fun to share with him, and I love hearing that from other collectors, because it's not uncommon for collectors. There's a lot of us that are this age, 30s, 40s, whatever, and there's this cool sharing. You have your nostalgia, it's new to them, and the bonding over that. You see all the ads and things they do, and it's maybe kind of cheesy, but with the kids in them, and people always get angry. But I'm like, there are a lot of kids out there that maybe aren't finding it on their own, but they're experiencing it with their parents. And,
absolutely. Yeah.
Maybe instead of throwing a ball out in the field, like,
yeah, we're having dogfights with TIE fighters.
Now we're sitting out there playing with an AT-AT in the snow, or something like that.
Yeah, totally. We do that all the time. And, but, we collect them as well. There's some that we don't play with, and we just like to look at them and admire the quality. But then they're the ones that we bust out and we have dog fights and do all kind of fun stuff with. So it's fun.
Well, it's kind of you to take 10% of all your proceeds and put it in his college fund for his idea.
Definitely. Yes. It's been great to get his take on things. His perspective, it has shined some light on things that I wouldn't have thought of. So he has contributed quite a bit.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Very cool. Now, for somebody that hasn't come across it yet, what would you say is just the basic pitch for Cube Squadron?
So the basic pitch is, this is a 3D printed modular display system inspired by scenes specifically from A New Hope. And they are stackable. You can mount them on the wall. You can also insert them into IKEA cubes. And they're specifically for Micro Galaxy Squadron. The connectors, the dimensions of the cubes themselves were all very, very carefully designed to accommodate this line of ships.
Nice. Fantastic. Yeah, I mean, it looks great with them back there behind you. And and we've got some promo shots here. I do want to show one of these ones. This was an early post that you actually had on your page, which I just love.
Yeah. That's fun.
That's amazing. It looks like National Geographic.
Yeah, right.
It really does. So, the images of this and all of the posts that you've made are fantastic. Certainly highlight these in all of their glory.
Thank you so much. These scenes, just like with you guys, they are burned into my brain forever. I love them dearly. I love the characters. I love the ships, but those scenes, those moments, being able to kind of see them, see scenes that are inspired by those moments in the movies is really special. And I was telling somebody the other day that I wish I could have like the Outer Rim docking bay, like life size, and just be able to walk around it. But unfortunately, it's impossible. But seeing it compared to Micro Galaxy Squadron's Falcon, that scale that the line is in, it's just almost like having like a little portal kind of to look into to experience that scene. That's fun.
Yeah, interesting to hear you say, because now I'm just connecting the dots that these are all A New Hope inspired sets for this, I guess, first rollout here.
Yeah, it felt right to start there. That was, of course, for so many of us, our first Star Wars, and that's where it all began. And there's so many ships that Micro Galaxy Squadron offers that are, of course, from that era, and that you can buy in bulk if you want to do like a hanger display, like Black Squadron, Red Squadron, So it just felt like a good place to start.
Yeah. I'm going to roll through some of these images kind of as we're talking here too, just for anybody that hasn't seen it. Now, what is your favorite of the ones that you've built so far? What's your favorite scene or ship or location? Same as your son.
Okay,
so far.
All right. So for me, I think the Imperial hangar is probably the most fun. The lights really set it off. Kevin, you can relate. All the different TIE fighters, all the different bracing components that hold the wings on. There's a lot of variants. And although this is, and there's an interceptor right there, which of course is not A New Hope, but I am trying to realistically be compatible with as many ships from the line that I can. That kind of makes sense with these scenes that we've created. So Imperial, the TIE Fighter hangar bay is definitely the one that I always go to. I love, hanging ships, setting them on the ground, setting up the ground equipment, and then also have the flight sticks that protrude from the slider mechanisms that hold the hangars that hold the ties on, and you can basically make them like they're flying out of the hangar, and it's fun to just put different ties on that and kind of mix and match. I have the TIE Advance with being escorted by 2 regular TIE fighters right now.
Oh, nice.
Hanging from that one, so it's fun.
Yeah, I was going to ask earlier when we had the shot of Yavin up there. You say you have basically there's sticks or stands that protrude and clip onto the ships.
Right, exactly. So you can put them in a flight position to make them look like they're exiting the hangar.
Yeah, I don't think I have actually one of those in here, but I do have this one that kind of shows it, where you can see like the Y-wing.
Yeah, those are a little different. The Y-wing's a little heavier, so it doesn't stick out quite as far. But I put a lot of effort into really trying to hide those connection mechanisms and find some spots on the ships that isn't very visible. So, you try to give the illusion that they're in flight as much as you can.
So this would be kind of the 1x1 layout for this.
Right. So about
the idea, I believe, for all these different locations is to have 1x1, 1x2.
Exactly. So for about half of the cubes that we'll have available, there are 7 different scenes with this first release that we're doing, and about half of them are available in 1 cube, 2 cube, or 3 cube variations. So that allows you to kind of mix and match. And the hangar, the TIE hangar right here, that's a 3 cube. So that's 30 inches. The outer rim docking bay is a 20. The hyperspace is a 10. And then the hidden base is a 30.
The hyperspace cubes are amazing.
They look awesome.
And
so cool.
Thank you so much. I'm always rotating ships out. In fact, I have the U-wing in right there.
Nice. Yeah, fantastic. I think I've got some other pictures in here here it is.
Yeah.
I mean, this one is this is a great. I probably will do something very similar to this once these are available, because I love that you can get, because it's a 10x10 cube and you can stack it like that. You can just set up all 4 of these just like this, and then you don't have to worry about trying to do a whole huge thing. You can display more things in a smaller space.
Of course. And you can add to it over time or move things around, rearrange, however you want to do it. And of course, it's fun to do things like the red hyperspace scene. That's not incredibly accurate, but it's still fun, especially with the dark side, Yeah,
for sure.
Over on Reddit, Skloos wanted me to ask if there will be filler pieces that go in between, so they're not a perfect cube, with
Yeah,
them
so
on
these,
the 45s there?
yeah, if you can see, this one actually has a filler in it right there that seals up
So
that.
that is something
Yeah,
you've already thought through.
yep. So that
Amazing.
so if you decide to run any wires between them, that covers it up. It just depends on what kind of lighting you choose to run. You can run smaller wires through the top. And it depends on the cube too. They're all different, but we'll have assembly instructions and guidance for people.
So yeah,
that choose
so
to
we'll
add
run it
lighting.
back just a bit. So you are launching this kind of you have, I've seen in most of your posts, you mentioned the Kickstarter page that you have for this.
Correct.
So what is, I guess, the Kickstarter component in this? Is it only going to be on Kickstarter, Backer Kit store? Will it be available later online? Can you kind of lay out what that will look like in
Sure.
terms of
So,
Kickstarter versus where people can pre-order, purchase, whatever it looks like?
of course. So with this being the initial launch, I can't say exactly what the future holds, but for now, we will only be releasing through Kickstarter, and depending on the success of that, we will go from there. But initially, we're going to do Kickstarter. It helps us gauge interest. It helps us look at production numbers. Kind of keep everything organized through the system that Kickstarter offers. It's a platform I've used previously. I did a Kickstarter campaign, and it gives credibility to the people that are creating projects. It gives you kind of a track record. People are welcome to go back and look at my previous campaign and try to give you a little more confidence in who you're supporting and what the project is.
My guess is when that does launch, at just looking at what you have offered now, that's going to have to be a pretty extensive set of options, right? I would guess.
Yes, it is.
Just because will we be able to see? You'll have the files.
So these are 3D printed, but there are two options for backers. So if you have a 3D printer at home and you want to print these yourself, you can purchase the digital version. The digital version comes with everything, every cube, every variant, all of the ground equipment, all the hangers, everything, the tie hangers, everything that you need, that you see in any photo that we post, including updates, feature updates, changes that we make. You'll have access to that.
So
The
people
other
would
option,
it would be a comprehensive
the total
one purchase of the whole A New Hope rollout.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yep. The other option is to purchase the physical prints that we will print and ship to your door. And that will allow you to choose specific cubes that you want for people that aren't into 3D printing. That will allow you to choose the cubes that you want and purchase through Kickstarter, select the options, and do it that way.
So within those options, when people go to buy, will you have, or you may not have solidified this, but my brain goes to, will you have just a raw printed version? Will you have like the deluxe where it's painted, it's lit?
So
will there be levels of
right.
your legwork that you're putting I have to imagine a ton of time into?
Sure. So we want to maintain consistency, and we want to make a standard system that, for one, keeps the cost down and makes production as easy and manageable as possible. So all the photos that you see, particularly of the hidden base and the outer rim docking bay, they do have some weathering detail. If you purchase the physical versions where we will ship them to you, they come colored, but with no weathering detail.
Okay.
So, but the interesting thing for people that aren't into painting, I've never dabbled with it before. I'm not kidding. My 6-year-old did the weathering on the outer rim docking bay. So any pictures you see of it on Instagram, any of the advertisements, he did that with some, I was there with him, but he did it with some sponges, some old toothbrushes, paper towels, a couple of little brushes. It's not hard, and it doesn't take but about 10 minutes to just apply that wash and pull out some of the details that are already there.
And that would extend to lighting as well, where they won't come pre-lit, but you will have guides, right?
Exactly. So everybody has their preference when it comes to lighting, whether they have a certain app on their phone that they want to control it wirelessly, or if they want to have a battery pack, or if they want to run the wire through their wall, or if they're going to stack them. And, there's so many different lighting systems out there that I'm not going to pick one to send to everybody. So
Sure.
we've designed it to where it can accommodate pretty much any LED strip or puck light, anything that you can really think of. That's a common LED modern light.
And you said you will have basically how-to documentation or videos or something like that on
Yes,
lighting,
everything,
but also the painting.
Yes,
well,
we're gonna do.
potentially?
I'm gonna do that with my son actually. So get him to show us all how to do it.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
So they will come colored,
Right. And
printed, solid coloring.
right.
Weathering will have a how-to guide.
Right. And I don't know if you can pull up the picture. There's an image that has a diagram that the parts kind of laid out, disassembled. And it gives you an idea of what it looks like without the weathering, just the solid colors. And yeah, there you go. So you don't get the grime that lived in, weathered look, but you can see how it's organized by part through the different color groups. And if you're printing at home, they're actually organized like that already as well. So you can print specific groups of parts by color. So you're not doing a whole bunch of individual prints with different colored parts or anything like that.
Yeah. I mean, even with that many colors, though, with no paint at all, it's still going to look good. I mean,
Yes,
I would
yes.
think just because,
Yeah.
that's,
there's a lot.
what's that, like 6 colors right there? So,
It's about 8, I think,
Yeah.
that particular one. But yes, with all the little details, that's something that I spent a lot of time on, was trying to capture as much detail as possible when it comes to the little things that make up, how incredible these scenes really are, how much effort went into the original films and taking inspiration from that and integrating them into these pieces. So yeah, if you don't even paint anything and you just stick it in there, it still looks good.
I feel like I'm looking at the like the Cantina HasLab all laid out on all the pieces there.
That's right.
That is so awesome. So you said A New Hope 7, is that what you said?
Correct. Yes.
Different, and you've revealed.
We've revealed 5.
Okay.
And so
Nice.
on Kickstarter, we have some goals. When we reach 1,000 followers on Kickstarter, we will reveal the 6th one. And at 1,500 followers, we will reveal the final one.
It's notably one from A New Hope seems to be missing. One very iconic location from that movie.
Do you have any guesses?
Listen, I don't know exactly how you'd pull it off in a cube, but
Yeah.
I would say there'd be some integration there with the last act of the movie.
Well, we have revealed one. I don't know if you've shown a picture. There is we call it the Perspective Trench Run. It's a single cube only.
Where is it?
It's
I have it in here. Yeah, there it is.
There. And
Okay, that's right. That's right. I have seen just the one X-wing there.
Yeah.
And you can also fit the TIE Advance in there as well behind the
Right.
X-wing.
I thought I had that picture in here, but I must
For
not
a
put it
single
on.
display.
Yeah, I can't remember if I sent that one to you or not. There's pictures on Instagram and our website.
Now listen, I can just imagine the 1x3 version of that. You flip that perspective as almost like a top down running across.
We'll see.
Yeah, listen, these are cool. So say this is a massive success for you, or this is for you, feel like this is a success enough to keep going with it. Would the thinking be, hey, if this works out, makes the most sense to move on to the next movie?
I can't say exactly. Hopefully, it's successful enough for me to justify continuing this project. I hope it will be. It's been incredibly rewarding for me. I enjoy it so much. And I think when people get their hands on it, they'll enjoy it as well, and really appreciate what it has to offer, and how it complements the line. The Micro Galaxy Squadron, it is my favorite line from the franchise, hands down. And seeing the ships, it really does it for me, and I hope it has the same effect on everybody else.
Nice.
So yeah. So Cloud City, yeah.
I was thinking the same thing, Steve.
So to answer that, I have already explored some options, I will say, in both directions, but I can't say exactly what would be next. But I do have a pretty good idea.
What's wild is the line has gone on long enough, and there are enough ships in the line that realistically you could hit almost any era of Star Wars,
yes,
and have a lot of ground to cover within those. Hey, you don't go on to Empire, you go back and do Phantom Menace.
That's definitely
There's everything from Phantom Menace except a couple of the speeder cars, right?
A couple of the pod racers, or
just the little speeder cars. I think around the Theed Palace kind of thing.
Oh yeah,
there's pretty much everything from that movie, and you can kind of move on. Even Clone Wars.
Totally. I cannot believe how big this line is, how many ships they have been able to put together, and they're so well done. You can really pick any era and do something like this. So
what I really want to see, Cassie, you've got to put this somewhere on your radar.
Adelphi base
is the in Rebels.
Mm-hmm.
The street scene, like it could be a 1x1 or like a 10x10, where it's just them going down, where you can put the speeder bikes on Scout class speeders on it, where you got Ezra and Kanan going down. You could do it where it's Ahsoka.
I love that.
Absolutely. Where you could do the E-Wing flying it. That would be a cool one.
That's really easy. There's not a lot going on.
Yeah, it's so fun to hear, what comes to your mind when you think about a way to put this line to use,
right?
Using a system like this. Yeah.
Yeah, fun. For sure. I've got actually some questions that came through chat. I want to run through some of these because I think they're relatively easy questions to answer. So first one here from Placer Viper. Do they attach to the wall?
They do. These are right here. That's one way of displaying them. So
they've got. Can you explain the system, like how it works?
Using like key eyelets?
Yes, keyholes. So you do have to put screws in your wall, but for the 30-inch one, it takes 4 up top and then 4 down below. If you use all of them, I haven't used all of them, but we'll have some suggestions based on weight and which particular one that you're mounting. The other options are to stack them with a clip mechanism that keeps them from shifting around. So we haven't released exactly, we still have to do a little bit more testing to say how many you can stack on top of each other, but 2 or 3
there.
Sure. Yeah, right. But they use a simple little clip mechanism that prevents it from tipping if you were to bump it or if you're sliding it around. And then the other option is they are designed also to go into IKEA cube shelves, but they are a slightly smaller size. So we have frame inserts that are stylized to kind of match the scene.
Oh, nice.
So three ways to display them.
Fantastic. And so you were saying they do lock together if you were to stack them?
Yes. And I'm not sure if this person, if they're talking about just displaying them and assembling them or stacking, but when it comes to assembly, they lock together. Everything is put together without glue. Everything snaps together.
I saw that question earlier.
Yep.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yep. So super easy.
PK.
Yep. Yeah. So you can if you need to undo it and want to swap something out or replace a part or whatever, you can undo it just as easily as you put it together.
That's
I'll
amazing.
Tell you what,
and that pertains to the boxes and the actual assembly of each diorama.
Yeah, I totally appreciate that. Wow. I mean, whenever I've done any dioramas that I'm doing in my space, I kind of do it with the same exact idea of, I know that at some point I'm probably going to want to move this.
Exactly.
So I need
you don't want to tear it up when you're, when that day comes.
Correct. Yeah. Yep. That's very cool. Love that. Yeah. Let me see if there were any other questions.
I did see one just show up. David was asking, he said, I just signed up on Kickstarter. how do I back the project? I would love to support it. So
Excellent.
for
Yeah,
right now, the Kickstarter page,
we are in the pre-launch phase. So we're doing marketing right now. We're just trying to generate interest about it prior to launch because we need people to be aware of it when that day comes.
so
Great.
essentially this is an RSVP, notify me when there's more info page. So
Exactly.
if you think this is cool and are interested, go to the Kickstarter page, which you can do by going to, is there like an easy URL for this? Or you can just search Cube Squadron on
You can go to
Kickstarter.
Cubesquadron.com and search Cube Squadron. There's a link on our website, cubesquadron.com, also on our Instagram page. You should be able to find it pretty easily.
Fantastic.
So
And then
you
we've
go to
got,
that and basically enter your email.
So there'll be a button that says notify me at launch. And when you click it, it'll take you to if you don't have a Kickstarter account already, it'll allow you to sign up, and it's free, no obligation at all. It just lets me know that, hey, you're interested, and you'll get notifications for it.
So Jake Felix here is asking, what kind of printer do we need at home?
So you need a common mid-sized, what kind of the new standard for 3D printers these days is 256 millimeters cube. So I'm not sure the Ender 3, what the dimensions of that are, but you need 256 by 256.
Yep. And then is it all FDM? Do we need a resin printer for small detailed pieces?
It's all FDM. So no resin. It's very easy, very safe, and no supports. So everything.
I'm trying to drop a link in chat for you, and I just went to lickstarter.com. Don't do that, guys.
Yeah, don't do that.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so no supports on any of these, any of the parts. So no glue, no supports. And for people that aren't in the 3D printing world, or for people that are buying the physical versions, what that means is that sometimes 3D printed components, due to the laws of gravity, they cannot print without some kind of support structure holding it up. And when you use supports, sometimes they get connected to the part and you have to pry them off with pliers, and it can
the worst.
tear your fingers up. It can be a nightmare. And then you have to sand the part and paint it. So everything is designed, is engineered, support free. So not only does it save material and keep costs down, but you also don't have to spend a lot of time pulling those parts off, and you get a really nice, clean product right off the print bed.
Yeah. I again, 100% love that. Everything I try to do with my own designs, I'm like, I do not want to support this at all.
You know about
It's
it.
like,
Absolutely.
oh,
Yeah.
it's the worst.
It is. It can be a pain.
Yeah.
For those watching on the Micro Galaxy Squadron half of the live stream here, I just dropped that Kickstarter link and pinned it in chat. So
great, thank you.
That ought to be there for you if you want to click on that, take a look at it, and sign up. Hit the notify me account, and I assume as you gain interest in that, Kickstarter will allow you to start a campaign at a certain number. Is that how it works?
Yeah, so technically we could go ahead and launch it now, but we're trying. So we just went public with this about 2 months ago. Started just letting everybody
everything
know about
yeah
it. Yeah. But again, it's been in the works I've been working on this for about 8 months, a little over 8 months actually. So it's been a big project. I've spent a tremendous amount of time on it. What's he saying? The forehead or what?
I think he's talking about the actual print size.
Yeah. So just standard 4. It's totally fine. That'll do it. Yeah.
What's so when people get these, I guess when you're looking at it, will they just get the raw printed? You're not priming them or doing any kind of texture, things like that?
No, but they will be in the color, the base color.
Yeah.
So yeah, but without, again, the wash and the detail.
And it looks like there is, you've been able to capture some kind of texture on these.
Yes. So there is, and it's kind of hard to see in that picture, but they're not smooth. It has wall features, little cracks, little imperfections, inspired by that universe.
Yeah, and you can kind of see this actually if you're looking at the bottom, like down on the ground. it looks like it's got texture there for the sand.
Yes, it does. It does. So
and texture on the walls.
That's what you're looking at. That's the assembled version without weathering.
Okay,
Yeah, I mean, it looks great. Looks fantastic.
Yeah, seriously. So for anybody watching, I'll say this again. This image right here is exactly what you would receive, plus you've gone in and added some lighting in this.
Yes,
that is just the colored printed files with no weathering done on there.
Correct.
You will have access to a guide on how to do the weathering yourself and apply how much you want on it. But that looks great. Yeah, with no weathering at all, that looks really good.
Yeah, I'm very pleased with it, just like that. But the weathering does add a lot if you feel up to it. You certainly don't have to. Yes, the P2S, fantastic printer. Yeah, in fact, I use a whole bunch of P1Ss, and Kevin, he's got
one coming.
Yeah,
I got one coming just for this, actually, just for this project. Although I'm going to use it for a lot of other things too.
Yeah, you're going to have so much fun with it.
Yeah, we'll see. Yeah. Hopefully, my print bed will be big enough to do these guys.
Yeah, I think it will. I think what we said yours was 260. I think
just big enough, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
That K2. So I want to take a break because we have some really cool giveaways to still get to. The TIE Whisper Destroyed Rare. We're going to call that one at the last second. #Whisper if you want to be entered to win this rare from Series 7. Not available at retail in the States, that is. I'm going to once again share my screen here.
Yep, everybody
and with 76
entries,
I'm going to count it down. Yeah, last second enter. I see it going up. Get those in. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There it is. The last second one again. 78. Draw.
Oh my gosh, this is making me so nervous. Oh, Eli Marson.
Eli Marson.
Awesome. Congratulations, Eli.
Congratulations. Now, I know Mechanthrope. To Eli, congrats. Hit us up on microgalaxysquadcast@gmail.com or on one of our social media accounts. Send us a DM and get your info to us, and we will get this rare out to you. Can't promise it'll be there in time for Christmas, but should be close.
Nice.
So, I think we've got 130 people on here.
Yeah.
Congrats, Eli Marson. But to the next winner, courtesy of once again, just like the Raider, the ever generous Robert Caleb from the Facebook group.
That's great.
Sabine's masterpiece. Sabine's TIE Fighter, the Chase from Series 2. Now, legitimately one of the grail items in the line until a few of them popped up at Ross a while back.
Yeah.
But yeah, just one of the best in the line. And even with those at Ross, I know a lot of people are still really, really trying to hunt those down. Now, I think this will be a little bit of a test for people and their comprehension, but I'm going to end this one. Let's do hashtag. Now I got to type it in first. Hold on.
I was going to say Sabine's masterpiece with an apostrophe in it.
Oh my gosh.
Let's see how many people would actually get in there. I'm putting my own hashtag in there.
So it will be, I got to make sure I spelled it right. Hashtag masterpiece.
Oh, man.
Now, I need you guys to remember grade school, I before E. That's what you got to remember. I before E.
Nice.
Except after C.
Okay.
Hashtag masterpiece will enter you to win.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Someone missed a hashtag there. Who was that?
Yeah, make sure you put hashtag in. Again, like we mentioned at the start of the show, capitalization does not matter, but you can only enter once, and you do need to spell it correctly. So hashtag masterpiece, piece being PIECE.
I want to go enter for that one.
Hey,
Yeah, I know.
Go for it. Hey, more rebels. Yeah, if we get you excited about this, we might get some more
yeah,
rebels content.
right. Yeah.
I'm gonna set that to the side.
Oh man! We
All
got a
right,
bunch of them
hashtag
coming in
masterpiece. We will call that one. Let's say just here at the end of our little chat here discussion, we'll call the winner on that for all those who hung with us for a while.
Yeah, fantastic. So where do we leave off here?
I think I saw someone else ask this at some point in there. I think a good place to jump back on is I'm just curious, as you've worked on this, from what is the process looked like for you from design to what you feel like is kind of the finished product? What does that look like, and how many, if you can guesstimate, how many man hours you're putting into each one of these locations, and designs?
Sure. Yeah, time is a big part of it. And I don't think I could really tell you exactly how much each one has gotten, but it's been a lot. Been a lot of testing, a lot of tossing things that didn't work. But basically, to get started, of course, I decided that I was going to do this around Micro Galaxy Squadron. I love this line so much. And I was telling somebody the other day that, you have Black Series, which is incredible figures. You get so much detail out of those guys. And TVC stuff is great. You get some ships, but you still can't justify doing a big hangar scene. And
Right.
the amount of ships that this line has to offer, like you've elaborated on, you can pretty much pick any era and do just about any scene. So like the first kind of thing was like, okay, well, where do I start offering something like this, and what do I want, and what does my son want as well? That was a big part. And again, since I grew up with the original trilogy, New Hope, and my son's really been into the original trilogy lately, decided to start there. So started looking at the ships that are from that era and what their dimensions are, and what are the popular ones, what are the ones everybody likes. And then I had to kind of look at, okay, well, we have ships that are this size, they're pretty popular. Now, when it comes to the 3D printing part of it, how big can we go? And you got to think about cost as well. Bigger is great, but well, how expensive is it going to be? So there was a lot of compromise, a lot of tweaking, and quite a bit of math went into trying to find that sweet spot of, okay, we can design a cube that's this size for this price, that fits these ships. It looks good on your wall. We can ship it easily. So yeah, had to start with the ships first, and then the 3D printers.
Yeah, makes sense.
Look at the size of the beds and what can realistically be printed at an affordable price.
And 600 hours later, you've got
Yeah,
probably way more than 600 hours.
Yeah, and my son has put time into it too. He's done things. He's broken a few things. I'm like, whoa, okay, that's not a good idea, So he's been a great beta tester.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Now, are you going to have beyond the scenes? You have that one image there of accessories, or like an accessory pack. Are you going to have something similar to that?
Yeah, so we'll have the accessory packs also. They'll be included with the cube that they are designed for, but you will also be able to buy additional accessory packs if you want more than what's included. We haven't quite ironed out how many of the ground crew equipment are going to go with each cube, but in the event that it's not enough, you will have the option to buy additional pieces
of the pre-produced finished product accessory pieces.
Correct. Yes. Right. And if you print at home, you just print as many as you want.
I've seen that question several times.
Okay.
So I know people were wondering, they may not have the room, or maybe they've already got some kind of diorama, but I know, just like we always hear troop packs and things like that, I know there's people that just want accessories for world building.
Of course. Yeah. It adds a lot. Yeah. The ships are so detailed, and anybody that has ever been on an airliner and looked out the window, and you look at all the equipment that's involved, getting anything, up in the air, it takes a lot. So to just kind of surround your ships with some equipment, it just really kind of brings it to life.
Now, are the gantries going to work for? Are they basically all the same size, kind of like we're seeing here with the X-wing, or do you have ones that are taller or shorter?
For this release, for the hidden base, they're all that size, and they are designed to go over the X-wing, the Y-wing, and the U-wing.
Sweet.
Partially over the U-wing. So
very cool.
Brian asked, "Is there an indoor landing pad?" Cassie mentioned earlier that the rollout for the initial launch is just A New Hope, but if you support A New Hope, better chance of getting to Return of the Jedi.
Absolutely. That's what we're thinking.
Listen, we're all just trying to find some way to use that indoor AT-AT we bought.
Yeah, right. Yeah. That would be a cool one. That would be a super
How many
cool
trees,
you know,
are too many in there. So to all the lawyers watching tonight, I'm sure you'd like to mention that these are just
they are inspired by
dioramas. There are no additional characters,
no figures,
or
no
ships or anything like that. These are all just set pieces and locations that look inspired by the movie.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yep.
I thought we'd just mention that.
Yeah, my lawyer, he's standing in the corner with some duct tape in case I say anything.
Because I know that's the natural question. People want the troop packs so bad. I'm sure there's people out there wondering, like, oh, will you print more troops or ground crew or things like that to go in there? And I know that's the.
But I wish, Jazzware's Micro Galaxy Squadron, I wish they would do that. That would be awesome.
It would be amazing. They're getting a little cheeky in how they get some things into the line. So I'd love them to figure out a way to get more troops in there. And listen, if it goes on sale enough, anything's a troop pack, as we've seen with the TIE Reaper.
That's exactly right.
We've got a $9 Death Trooper pack on Amazon right now.
Oh yeah, exactly. Got one there too. Fantastic.
2 free missiles with it as well.
That's right. Love that.
If you just hopping on, #masterpiece will enter you to win Sabine's tie, generously donated by Robert Caleb from the Facebook group. Stargazer says, "I wonder if Jazzwares has reacted to your Kickstarter in a positive manner, hopefully."
Keep my mouth shut. Sorry.
There we go. Anyways,
you've not treaded on anything. I mean, to be fair, again, like we mentioned earlier, you're not treading on anything that Star Wars is doing or that Jazzwares is doing. I don't think you're egregiously encroaching on any of the IP with characters and ships and things like that. In my mind, this is only supporting the line. And if anything, people would go out and buy more X-Wings. Like you said, Black Squadron, Red Squadron. I want to fill out my 1x3 from Yavin. You're buying more ships just to fill out the diorama. So
right.
They're not able to do some of this, we believe, with their license agreement. That's a guess on our part, but I think it's probably a pretty accurate one. You're filling a place in the market that can't be covered by anyone really right now. So
exactly, and 3D printing makes that possible. This would not be, there are too many parts. They're too big. It would be, incredibly expensive to start something up the scale without 3D printing. So I'm grateful for that technology. It has gotten to the point where projects like this are possible.
Yeah, impossible with injection molding, basically, at this scale.
Yeah, the outer rim docking bay right there, it has just over 200 parts. So it's a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Yep.
There's no telling how many hundreds of thousands it would cost to get the tooling made for these sets. I mean, it would be, when you're talking about people into Micro Galaxy that want to expand into dioramas and things like this, it just wouldn't happen. Even for Jazzwares, it's hard to imagine it would be worth the investment into building out some of these scenes and things like that, unless it was more of a play set. So yeah, I mean, am more excited now after hearing you talk and show some of the stuff off than I even was before.
Great.
And it's very clear that you're filling a hole that a lot of these collectors, it's like we have all these ships. It's hard for the average person to display them as well as you want to display them.
Mm-hmm.
Even with stands and things like that, it's like, okay, you've got to go online to buy the stands and things like that. So
Yeah. And one thing I think about the line, talking about my collection, and obviously what you can see with what I've done and what has inspired me to do this project is I love Micro Galaxy Squadrons, what they offer as far as the squadron packs go, the red squadron, black squadron. I have so many of those. I love them. And I get so much joy out of displaying formations of a bunch of ships, just like we see in the films. I get just as much joy out of that as I do a new ship, So just kind of a different way to enjoy an existing line.
Clearly Blurry saying what we're all thinking. I'm sold, loving these, Cassidy. You seem like a solid guy and are really passionate about the line.
Thank you so much. I love it. It's been super fun.
Matthew Healy asking, are the cubes all the same height or are they expandable?
So they are all the same height, but they come in 3 different lengths. Some of them, not all of them. About half of them come in the size variants that we spoke about earlier: 10 inches, 20 inches, and 30 inches wide. But they're all 10 inches tall.
And really, the part of the allure here is that they're uniformed and modular, so that you can kind of snap and fit any kind of different display configuration.
Exactly.
You can make it happen with the stacking and things like that. So
right. So
really brilliant way to pull that together, where people can make a diverse display, but as a whole, it looks uniformed and clean because everything fits together perfectly.
Right. So the keyholes on the back where you would wall mount them, they are standard across each size variant. So basically, no matter where you put screws on your wall, if you decide to rearrange these, they will lock into the same screws that you already have in your wall. So if I wanted to put this one up there and put, the outer rim docking bay over on the side or whatever, there aren't any new holes that have to be put in the wall.
Gotcha.
Steve asks, what's the average print time on a single cube? I'm sure this varies from
it does.
Design to design and printer to printer. But
yeah, it depends on your settings. What we've been testing with lately is about 5% with double wall, gyroid infill, and about 12 to 13 hours for the single cube. And that's kind of slowed down a little bit to make sure that you get a really consistent result, a really nice finish.
Very cool. Just a reminder, #masterpiece enters you to win Sabine's tie, the chase from Series 2. Currently our biggest giveaway pool to date, with 113 people in it currently. So still pretty good odds, I'd say.
Yeah.
See a couple more going in. Let's see. What have we got left here? You've covered quite a bit.
Yeah, I mean, almost everything here. One just grab bag one. What's your current favorite ship in the line?
Ooh, it's tricky. Probably what I have in my hyperspace cube, I'd say the U-wing. It has grown on me so much. I love it. It's fantastic. Yeah. Aside from the U-wing, the Y-wing has always been pretty special. I like that one.
Oh, no kidding.
In fact, are you saying U or E? U. Okay.
Yeah.
Every time I say U-wing on the show here, I wonder if people heard me say E-wing.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm surprised that the U-wing actually fits in a cube like that. That's pretty impressive that it fits in.
Yeah. So that's something that I've done some research on as far as hyperspace flight goes for the U-wing, and I'm not sure that I can give anybody the exact answer, but do you guys know if its wings are forward or retracted when it jumps to hyperspace?
I'm pretty sure it's got to be forward.
Do you know, Cole?
Like, in what scenario does its wings extend?
Right. Yeah.
I don't know. I would maybe forward.
To be honest, it looks like either. From what I've found, it can jump hyperspace. That I could be wrong, but that's if anybody wants to correct me,
Chat
I'd love
is
to know for sure.
flooded with forward.
Forward, okay.
Yeah.
Hey, and my guess is we're going to see another repaint of that U-wing pretty soon here, based on a snippet from the Mando trailer.
Mm.
All kinds of fun things to repaint and sell to us again, and we will gladly buy them up a third or fourth time from that new movie.
I will say though, the newest Millennium Falcon they released, as far as favorite ships go, I mean that it's gorgeous. It's beautiful. Yeah. We have several of them.
It really is. Yeah, and I think in that display, the way that it is, you could just pop the back off too, and display it with it open.
You sure could.
Like that.
The Falcon,
that's a really good idea.
Yeah.
You put a little tack on the guys.
Yeah, you could. Yeah,
right.
Have them standing. Yeah, that's a really good idea.
Yeah. That's one of the things when I designed the stand for the ones that I've got, and then even these guys over here on the wall. Because I wanted to be able to open it up to show off that interior of that one because it's so cool.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, I love the way you have those mounted.
Oh, thanks.
So we've got a question here about the hyperspace cubes. Can it hold more than one ship, say 2 Y-wings?
So I will say we haven't shown everything, and there are a couple of things that we're still testing, so I don't want to make any promises. They are, if you look at some of the pictures, they're pretty big, and it looks like we're going to be able to do multiple for some ships, but I can't make promises on that because it's going to require just a little more testing.
Say like an A-wing or something like that, potentially.
Yeah, something smaller like an A-wing would definitely be possible. And I'm hoping...
I do love this. Man, that is so freaking cool. Again,
it really is.
I'm hoping with the X-wing.
When you see this, what is that lighting setup in the hyperspace cube to get that consistent wraparound effect there?
That's a single LED strip. You can pick them up super cheap. So it's wrapped around the interior, kind of spiraled around the cube on the inside. And then once these panels are inserted, and then you turn the light on behind the pattern of the hyperspace, where the color part is, that light shines through.
Is there a diffuser piece between them?
It's transparent PLA. Kevin, I'm sure you've messed with it a little bit.
So essentially, so you're basically printing your own diffuser piece.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
Now I don't know if you can answer this question or not, but is that all one piece to be able to get like the?
It's not.
It's 2 pieces. It's the transparent piece and then the black piece that goes over.
So another thing about this project, I wanted to make sure that we could do it without requiring people to have multicolor printers. Although multicolor printers are amazing, they're super cool. There's a lot of waste involved if you mess with it. If you're doing a lot of real tiny little parts, it can be worth it. But for big pieces that you're just going to get one of, you can really go through some filament just on purging. So these are actually, and I haven't revealed pictures of this yet because I want to make sure that I'm probably going to do video with it to make sure that I explain it very clearly. It's 2 separate pieces that merge together. So that's what kind of holds the whole thing together.
Oh,
Each panel is, you have a transparent colored piece. If you decide to do like transparent, blue or transparent red, or you can do clear and then shine a colored LED light on the other side to give whatever color you want. But that transparent piece merges with the black piece to give you the pattern that you see on the other side.
That is super clever.
We just need to figure out how to get a Purgle in there.
Dude, I've got one. one.
Oh man, that'd be so funny. I know Sky Guy's all over that.
Oh my gosh, yeah. You know what? Now that I'm going to have the bigger printer, I'm reprinting that Purgle.
Yeah.
I had to print it in separate pieces because my printer's not big enough.
So you may not know this, but at this point in time, so Kickstarter launches. I assume there's an endpoint to it. Orders are coming in for the person ordering. What do you envision that process looking like? They place their order, the Kickstarter ends. Are these being made to order? Are you trying to do production before the Kickstarter ends?
Sure. So the Kickstarter will run 30 days, and throughout that campaign process, we'll of course be getting, sales data and be able to prepare for materials and what we're going to be up against production wise. We're also already kind of have an idea where to start just based on our followers that we have right now. And we've already started some. I have a whole stack of things over there that we're already starting to just kind of, not necessarily do a whole lot, but to get us a jump start. That way we don't lag behind once the campaign ends and we can get things rolling out. So I have a 90-day production window in mind after the end of the Kickstarter. But again, we haven't started. I have no idea what we're looking at. It could be faster than that. It could be 4 months, 5 months. I hope certainly not longer than that. But really, the target is 90 days. So,
and do you imagine shipping those out as orders, as production is completed in kind of waves of fulfillment? Or do you think you'll just wait until the project is done and then ship everything at once to everyone?
Haven't completely worked that out because it may depend on if a certain cube is really popular, and certain processes can be streamlined based on the demand of that particular cube, the way things are arranged and printed. And so kind of some unknowns there. And, this is the first time we'll be doing this, and hopefully we'll do another and we'll have a better idea and be able to prepare a little, have some more concrete answers as far as that kind of thing goes. But it will be a learning process this first time.
Kevin, any last questions you've thought of before we get to the big two here at the end that I know everyone's wondering? Is there?
Man, no, I don't think so.
With your technical printing brain?
Yeah, I mean, I think the one thing I always go to whenever I'm thinking of 3D printing, number one is, do I got to support it? Or do I have to do anything to manipulate the files once they come in? Because that's often a question I get. Of like, people are like, "Oh, can you print this?" I'm like, "Well, depends on whether or not I need to support the stupid thing, or I have to modify the file. Because if I had to modify the file, that's going to take time and that's going to cost." And so, so that is super clever. And then the other part of it is the modular component. I mean, I think that, gosh, that is just genius. That is just genius. The ability to be able to take, like you have even with the hangar bay back there, where you have it set up as the 3 cubes, you could even take that theoretically right now and you could squish it down to 1 cube if you wanted, right? And still be able to have a really cool display.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, absolutely.
So I think that's just such an awesome idea, because then you can mix and match things and change your display around. And
sure, totally. You can interchange them. If a new ship comes out that you want to put a hyperspace scene in, you're tired of looking at whatever you had up, you swap it out.
Gosh, awesome.
And the cubes themselves, everything that's on the inside. So there's only one variant for each size. So the single hyperspace cube, the actual cube itself, could be used for the single tie hanger, if that makes sense. So the cube, these are all the same right here. So you can swap any 1 cube scene into this. So you don't have to reprint this again if you want to just remove whatever's in it, because there's no glue. You just pop it out.
I need to get my tape. I'm already thinking about getting my tape measure out and measuring all my all my shelves here on whatever IKEA bookcase I have.
This is kind of a fun thing that my son wanted to do, that I, as a collector, and I think other people wouldn't have decided to do, but to kind of talk about, kids playing with these as well. This was super cool to me that he came up with this. We had these in his room, and I was marking spots on the wall where they should go, and thinking I'm going to do something like this, and he comes in, he's like, no, I don't want to do that. And he's like, I want to see Yavin 4 over here. I want Tatooine, over here. So on all corners of his room, he has different scenes where he flies his ships to different planets, does different missions and things like that. So totally different way. I never would have thought to do something like that, but it was just neat hearing from him what he wanted out of it.
For sure.
Craig says, I've already redesigned my room for this.
Great. That's awesome.
Yeah. Now, so I've got the Billy bookshelves. They're 10 inches deep. and they're 30 inches wide.
Yeah.
So that will fit it, correct?
Yeah. Are they exactly like?
It's exactly 30 inches wide, exactly 10 inches deep.
Inside to inside.
Yeah, I think the inside might be slightly deeper than 10 inches, but
yeah, these are slightly smaller than the 10 and 30s, kind of rounded up just a little bit. They're super close.
Okay.
But yeah,
Cool.
Get an exact measurement and I'll tell you.
The beauty is you don't even need the bookcase.
Yeah, that's
just a couple screws.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm already thinking about what I'm going to be doing with it, but
or you can put 3 different ones, 3 of the single cubes. So.
Exactly. Yeah. So the problem is I've got all my shelves lighted. You kind of see here, like up here now, I've got these all the same height. They were not the same height before, so I've been going through this over the last 2 weeks, trying to move my dioramas around.
Cool.
Everyone with just a hint of OCD that's been watching your videos and the streams.
Oh yeah, every time that you see it, you'll see that side right here is going to be changing over the next little while.
So close, but not quite right. Yeah.
That's fun. Yeah.
So I think we would be remiss to not ask the 2 big questions, and I get the feeling it may not be easy to answer at this point, but I think what everyone wants to know is, okay, what's the when and the how much for this? Is there a ballpark? Is there something you're kind of working towards, calculating as it goes?
Yeah, I know everybody wants to know, and I'm very sorry, I cannot say right now. I am doing everything I can to keep costs down. I am working on strategies to make these print faster with less filament, but still be strong enough to do what they need to do. And if I throw something out to you right now, it could be drastically different. And honestly, I hope that what I have in mind right now is higher than what it will eventually be. So I don't want to say yet, forgive me, but I'm working super hard. We're getting really close. So, hopefully not long after the new year, we'll have some information on that.
And does that help you now? Is the timeline thing a numbers thing with interest? Are you trying to reach a certain level of interest before you start?
Exactly. So the more people that follow that Kickstarter page, it basically tells us like, wow, they're, that person's really interested. They took the time to, follow the page or create a Kickstarter account, let us know that this is something that I want. So the more people that do that, the more it lets us know for sure, but it kind of gives us an idea of possible production numbers. So yes, between $1 and $500. Yeah.
There you go.
Yes, less than $1,000.
And listen, I do think people in this community are fairly reasonable when it comes to this as a general rule, because we've kind of been doing this as it goes. We've had the stands and things like that early on, I think people were trying to do troops and things like that, but we've had different people making stands and dioramas and things like that. So I think a lot of people who would be into this kind of have some kind of, realistic expectation of, hey, this is a lot of work in time. I think people shouldn't be necessarily
but it's also hard it's hard to quantify that. However much time, and just my experience dealing with people and doing 3D printing and building flight stands and stuff like that, which is nowhere near as complex as what these cubes are.
There's a lot to that, though. I mean, there's a lot of variants. There's so many ships. I'm amazed at how many you're compatible with. Your line is.
Yeah. But it takes a long freaking time. I mean, to put them all in there and design it, I mean, you're talking about hours of work. I mean, I think the quickest one that I've ever made is this one for the Magna Guard. I mean, this one took me like 30 minutes to make. Actually, no, I take that back. It's probably taking me 2 hours to do that.
Yeah. That's awesome.
But I mean,
it's like it works great.
Yeah, for sure.
But
in all of this, it takes a ton of time. So I think the one thing that you really have going for you, and the thing that I think gets me the most excited about it, is the story behind all of the cubes. The product themselves is amazing in and of itself, but it's really that story of being able to get a feel for, like, who are the creators, and they're the ones making this, and they're making it for this reason and that reason.
Mhm.
That's been the coolest thing about the Micro Galaxy stuff too, when we get a chance to interview their team, and they go into some of the details on this, where it's like people see this Sebulba's racer on the shelf, and they're like, whatever, it's another Sebulba's.
Mhm.
This is a bunch of BS. But then you talk to the people that made it, and they're like, man, we went through and watched hours and hours of footage to find out exactly what happened. So,
Right. And that's what
yeah,
makes the line so wonderful. They've put a lot of heart into it, and it shows. It really does.
for sure. Yeah. And this is great. I really appreciate you being on here and telling
Of
that story
course.
about doing this
Yeah.
with your kid. I mean,
Yeah.
what a great way to be able to bond, and then also be able to create something that, he can play with and other people can enjoy, and be able to make a business out of it. I think it's awesome, man.
It's
very
been great.
commendable.
Yeah. Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys having me on.
I'm curious what you have right. How many printers do you currently have?
So P1S's right here, I'm operating 8 of those. And then I have another line of some other equipment, about a dozen others. But we'll be scaling everything based on the demand of this project. So, and
which is
we will be doing
the startup cost is significant just to get this rolling.
Yeah, it's pretty much just going to go right into that, which is fine. And I want this to go on forever. And if everybody, nobody else wants it, I do, and I know my son does. So we're gonna keep doing it.
I'm in.
Yeah.
Tell me in.
DCARSS, are there any plans right now to ship anywhere outside of the United States?
We're looking into that. We're going to try to. Absolutely. Yep.
Very cool. Very, very cool. Yeah, I want to echo what Kevin said. Just it's been so much fun to have you on and hear the ins and outs of this, and really get a feel for what you're trying to do here. It's
I appreciate
again, like
it.
I said, it's so ambitious.
Well, it just kind of shows you how much I'm into it too. I love it. These scenes were, a part of all of our childhoods, and these are inspired by those, of course. But I love it. It's fun.
Yeah,
A Delphi Ranger throws out the idea to hire your kids' classmates to work in storage units.
That's a terrible idea.
No.
But what I'm hearing you say is, as we wrap this up, if you're at least somewhat interested in this, go to that link that I dropped in the chat and pin there. Go to Kickstarter.com, search Cube Squadron. Just hit that notify me. Just drop your email in, sign up, hit that button, basically to RSVP to this project.
Yeah, there's no obligation at all. You don't have to pay anything. It's just going to let you know when we launch.
So to the 140 of you watching right now, the quicker we do this, the quicker this thing can launch and get out there.
When we hit 1,000, we will be revealing one of the additional cubes, and it's my favorite one. Just
oh my goodness! Don't tell us that.
I know I said the hanger is, but the one at 1,000 is definitely my favorite. How many? That's a good question. I think it was
632 the last time I pulled the page up. Now it's 642.
Great.
Since I last pulled the page up.
Close.
So we're nearing 650. So
perfect.
We need anyone who's watching to go hit that RSVP, the notify me on launch thing. I have not done that yet. I will do that as soon as we're done.
Thank you, Cole.
So you will have one more.
Hey,
I think this is the perfect time for all of you who have joined late, which I know Straswa and some of you other I saw jump in. Sabine's masterpiece we are about to give away right now. Hashtag masterpiece. And we are giving this thing away. I'll give you just a minute here. We'll put the festive lights back on for this giveaway.
Dude, I really love this. This Yavin scene is so freaking cool.
Even what's funny is how cool they are at any, like, obviously the 1x3 is going to look amazing, but the fact that you can condense all that's interesting into the 1x, and you've got that extension, the shelf that extends out there, which is really interesting.
That was my son's idea. The original one did not have that, and he suggested to have a little pull-out tray to have a kind of a ramp to put more equipment and land ships on.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that it was his idea.
Yeah,
to
so
do
that you can push that in too if you don't have anything on it.
Oh, nice. Very cool.
Sabine's masterpiece, the most entered giveaway we've ever done. Currently 123 entries
Awesome.
here. We'll
That is
give
a
you
cool show.
just a few more seconds to do that. For anybody who is watching this instead of the college football playoff, Oklahoma has brought the score closer to 27-24 Alabama on the game right there, if anybody was watching us instead of the game. All right, guys.
Spoiler. We should have said spoiler alert.
Before, yeah,
Hopefully nobody's got that.
Yeah, my wife was joking. She said, "What's the Venn diagram of people that want to watch your stream versus college football?" And I said, "It might just be me. That might be the only one that has it pulled up while I'm doing the show." But we'll see. This again. Oh man, listen, Adelphi Rangers. Love that. Roll Tide. Anyways, Sabine's masterpiece, again, donated by the very generous Robert Caleb in the Facebook group. I'm going to, Kevin, if you want to, we haven't had any new entries here in a minute or two. So hashtag masterpiece, I'm going to count it down. If you want to throw my
Hold on a second here.
Screen share back up there.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You got it. You know, that must be what's going on. It's not letting me pull that up.
We need to remove the other media. Now I can add it.
There we go.
All right.
124.
Let's see. We want to full screen that. What's it going to do here?
Hey, everybody.
Do you know how to
You don't want to
this?
see
Is that
me,
what we want?
but
That's what we want right there. 124. Somebody got in right here. Shout out Robert Caleb is what Travis Johnson says. Absolutely.
yeah.
All right, guys. 124
God, ladies and gentlemen.
entries. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Will we get that last second entry on this one as well? Everybody's already in. Here we go.
Yep.
Hit and draw.
Here we go.
Boom.
I'm more nervous than I was on the last one.
Who's it gonna be?
I hope they're still watching.
Ooh,
Oh,
Fit and flexible.
How about that?
nice.
Congrats.
Fantastic.
Fit and flexible. Are you still watching?
Yeah.
One of,
Hopefully, you don't have
Man,
One of the better giveaways we've done on the show.
that's awesome. That's a good one.
Congrats.
Yes, it is.
As we mentioned before, if that is you, fit and flexible, hit us up at microgalaxysquadcast@gmail.com or on social media and send us your info. We will try to verify that it's actually you. So don't do that.
Yeah.
If that's actually you, send it in. But
That's right.
congrats. I'm looking for you in the chat here. See if you're still watching. We'll see if you pop up.
hope so.
Lots of congrats in the chat. Thanks again to
Wow.
Robert Caleb. Very, very cool giveaway. Not only
Did
I
I not
feel
win?
you,
I'm
man.
also neither fit or flexible.
Jake Felix says, not only did I not win, I am also neither fit or flexible.
That's great.
Oh man. Love that. Now
Yes,
we have one final giveaway here
we do.
that we'll pull right before the end of the show. This is from Brenton. Do you remember his last name?
Brenton S.
Brenton S. in the Facebook group. He has made these custom signs for his display, and he has donated one of those. Not sold to people, but he has kind of given some out and donated some in trades and things like that. So
That's
really,
beautiful.
really, really cool display piece here. It does light up. Will look perfect right above your Cube Squadron set on your room. What did we say this was? About 10 inches wide?
Yes. Yeah,
So you've
roughly
got a
10
one.
inches wide.
You've got a
Yeah, here,
a
let me grab
1x1,
it
right?
really. Close. Let me grab it.
Is that is it the cubes are 10 by 10 inches? Is that right? Cassidy, is that right? 10 by 10?
Oh yes, mine. Yeah.
Yep. That is great to see that for scale. It's so much smaller than I thought.
That is really nice.
There you go. Great. It will fit perfectly on top of a 1x1 Cube Squadron set. So put that on your middle one.
Is that
It'll fit right there? It lights up, plugs in.
That's very nice.
Yeah.
What should we do for that one?
Sorry.
Hashtag.
Hold on. I'm trying to measure the dimensions here really quick for everybody, if you want it. Exactly we go 10 inches.
Super basic with this one. Hashtag 10 incher.
Hashtag what?
Hashtag 10 incher.
10 incher.
We're doing hashtag sign. I'm starting collecting entries right now. Hashtag sign. SIGN. I see one entry in so far. Hashtag sign will enter you to win that light up sign courtesy of Brenton S. They all roll in. All kinds of them rolling in now. We kind of combined topic of the show and our community spotlight, but I did want to hit just a quick few things that have happened as we zoom out to the macro galaxy of Star Wars. Just a few notable things that have happened in the last day or so. Starfighter has wrapped filming, which feels very quick.
That does feel really quick, considering the movie's not coming out until 2027.
That is an insanely long post-production timeline that they've got there. I wonder if we could hit a scenario where the movie actually moves up. I want to say that movie is that a summer movie, or do they have that one at a holiday?
It's May.
I think it was May.
Yeah.
May 2027, or was that holiday 2027?
No, it was May.
It was May. Yeah.
Well, they're probably not moving that up then. But that movie might have plenty of time to get some eyes on it. Going to take this off now that we're done with the Sabine giveaway. But that's a pretty insane off ramp there for that movie. A lot of post production work. I guess there could be reshoots or things like that. But Sean Levy moving at at quite a clip there to get that movie done. Pretty impressive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How long did they film? It couldn't have been more than 4 or 5 months.
It feels very short. It feels like just a month or two ago that they were posting the that first image or so from filming, saying they had started. Not very long. So I'm kind of, in a weird way, I think I'm a little more excited for that one than Mando.
Oh yeah,
because we've seen so much Mando, and as we'll mention here in a second, I feel that this is just more Mando. But Starfighter could be anything. We don't know yet. So pretty excited there. Very cool. I will Mando and Grogu has a new trailer. Oh, there he is. Thank you so much. I need that TIE fighter, one of my grails. So glad that was you.
There you go.
Great.
Hit us up on social media or microgalaxysquadron@gmail.com and get us your info. Congratulations. Thanks for the support.
I'm excited about Starfighter too. It's just going to be totally new.
More content for you to pull from.
Yeah, right.
But in reality, when these things come up now, one of my first thoughts is, oh man, I'm really excited to see what new content there is for Micro Galaxy Squadron to pull from with ships.
Definitely.
So obviously something called Starfighter. I'm like, okay, here we go. Like,
can't wait for the Starfighter.
New blood, we've got fresh content for new designs and things like that for them to pull from.
Yeah.
And the fact that this is in the future, this is as far out as anything we've seen. I believe 5 years post Rise of Skywalker. So who knows what could be in it? We could have new designs of everything, which would be really, really cool.
Yeah, that'd be great.
And one final thing for Star Wars going us on. StarWars.com updated a little article today with a brief synopsis of Maul, Shadow Lord, which comes out, I believe, early next year. And it is Maul, Shadow Lord explores Maul's quest for power in the gritty and merciless underworld following the aftermath of the Clone Wars and Order 66.
Cool.
There we go, man.
Not too
We
detailed,
already-
but it does give you an idea of what's going on there. So
Nice. Yep. I think it'll
That
be interesting to see what they do with that, considering we know basically all of Maul's arc.
Right,
It'll
yeah.
be interesting to see if they can do something semi-new with it.
yeah, I agree.
So, yeah, it'll be interesting to see.
Yeah.
Hey, there's toying around. Cube Squadron concept looks great. I don't know how long you've been on, Kevin, but
Thank you.
we did mention earlier that Toying Around will be doing a, I believe, 24-hour stream this Saturday. Tomorrow, pull up Toying Around. It is a charity stream. Ryan Dole, Paul, I believe Paul, some people familiar in the community will be on there. So check that out. So maybe consider donating to the good cause he's working with there for the kids. So
Yeah, that's great that you're doing
make
that.
sure-
It's so important.
make sure to check that out. Kevin, a good dude. The other Kevin. Guys,
Yes.
we're nearing the end. This
We are.
giveaway has 68 entries. Hashtag sign for the custom light up Micro Galaxy Squadron sign. We'll see if any other
Looks like
entries
Kevin's
roll
only
in.
doing 12 hours instead of 24 hours.
Sorry,
Seems
what
a
did he
little
say?
more. Only doing 12 instead of 24.
Oh man, well he said that I guess if YouTube only lets you do 12-hour stream, and then you have to start a second one. I think I was under the impression a second stream would start, but a 12-hour stream still a super long time. But 12 hours to get in there and get your donations in. I think of his stream last year every time I get an email from St. Jude's
Yeah.
for
So,
signing up last year for it.
Another question here on the Kickstarter. You posted the link on yours, correct?
Yeah, so if you're watching on Kevin's Microfleet channel, that's great. We want you to continue to do that. I don't know if Kevin dropped a link for it, but if you
I will
wanted
put
to
a link
hop
in the
over
description
to
of this one, but
what's that, Kevin?
I'll put a link in the description of this once we're done. And
Kevin will drop the link in the description. If you wanted to quickly hop over to the Micro Galaxy Squadron YouTube channel where we were also streaming this at the same time, the pinned comment in there is a link to Kickstarter. Also, you can just go to Kickstarter.com and search Cube Squadron, and it's the only thing that pops up. So another pretty easy way to get to it.
Yeah, you can go to cubesquadron.com as well. And there's also a little bit of information on the website there too.
Very cool. So before we wrap up, I did want to say if let's get everything out there that anywhere people can find you, follow you, things like that. I want people to have all the info.
Yeah, I think Kickstarter is the big one right now. Followers there, it just really shows us who's serious about, really supporting the project and potentially backing it. So if you this is something that you think that you might want to purchase, please follow us on Kickstarter. We also have Instagram, Cube Squadron, and you can check us out on our website and sign up for our email there, our email list, and we'll send out updates as we get closer to launching the Kickstarter campaign to give everybody a heads up.
At cubesquadron.com.
And pricing will probably be revealed through our email list as well.
There you go. Good to know. Sign up at cubesquadron.com to be the first to be notified about the pricing structure for this. If you're on either of those channels right now on YouTube, why don't you maybe think about just going down and hitting the little thumbs up button on there. I believe this one, we might do a little breakout video of this and try to get some of these questions posted up there. Might do a separate video of just our conversation that's just the straight to the point details there.
Yep.
Bro's Instagram game is strong. I will say, dude, for real, I didn't mention this earlier. You've brought it, part of the whole allure of this, and I think why people are excited. I appreciate the level of excellence that you've brought to this from the start.
Thank
now,
you.
again, I don't know what your background is and things like that, but just the photography, the lighting,
Looks
even
amazing.
making the graphics and things like that. Like,
I appreciate it very much. I do it all myself. That's why it's taken so long.
Yeah.
But I enjoy doing it. It's fun.
yeah, I mean, it also fills people with confidence too. I think it's like, okay, if he can roll this out, first project, things like that, the first launch of this, and everything looks so professional, so well done, that makes me feel like, okay, the product I'm going to get is going to be equally as excellent as your rollout for this. So
Yeah, I'm
kudos
glad
to you. Everything
conveys
looks amazing for even,
Thank you so
your
much.
graphics.
Thank you. Yeah, I like putting everything I have into what I do, and I could have released this thing 4 months ago, but not ready. Want to make it the best that I possibly can. So
Much appreciated. I think you're
Yeah.
doing it the right way.
thank you.
Really, really, really cool. So why don't we 73 people #sign for the custom Micro Galaxy Squadron light up sign that will fit perfectly on one cube, on the top of one cube there. We're gonna call it here in a second. #sign. Let's go ahead and pull up this guy here. See if any last second ones come in. I'm gonna count it down. There's one right there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Had another last second one there. 75.5. There was another one. Oh, another one.
Oh,
they're now they're
0.25.
really screaming in
Oh
here.
man, I'll give you a couple
Everyone's
seconds.
late
There's
to the
actually quite a
party.
few rolling in
there
now.
Yeah.
Everyone that had better odds at 74 is like, just call it now. 80. There we go. All right, second countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ho ho ho. Hit and draw.
Oh, this last one is killer.
Oh, SF Ranger
SF
9113.
Ranger.
Congratulations.
Man, it does that thing where it always
I know.
hangs on
Yeah.
somebody right at the very
last
end.
one.
Oh man,
Yeah, I got
it's
it.
such a
That's
heartbreaker.
I know.
SF Ranger
Oh,
9113,
nice.
congrats.
Fantastic, you're there.
Yeah,
Great.
Congrats. That's great.
appreciate
Hopefully
the
you
support.
were one of those last ones that just got in there like right before the end.
Oh, for real, is he?
I don't know.
No,
That'd be
but
cool.
that's so funny.
Yeah.
Congrats. Fun stuff. That was a lot of cool
I
random
know, that's
giveaways we had there for the
That's
for
one
the
of
holidays.
the most giveaways we've done for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
I didn't have as much to give away this time because last year, I feel like I went all out giving 4 weeks of several $100s worth of stuff away each week
Yes,
with
you did.
every vault set I had and all kinds of stuff. I cleared out a lot of my duplicates last year, but again, massive thanks to Robert, Caleb, and Brenton in the Facebook groups for
Yeah.
helping donate some of that stuff
Yeah,
there. Super,
sure.
super fun. Kevin,
Yes.
what do you have coming up in the next couple weeks?
Well, I think the biggest one is I still have flight stands coming.
Mhm.
I am actually working on printing my own parts for a cube, which is fantastic. So very excited to be part of the test program to be
Yes,
able to
Kevin. Thank you so
do
much.
this.
So for people that don't know, Kevin is doing some testing.
Yep,
Yeah, I really appreciate it. Can't thank you enough.
for
Now,
sure.
if you want
And,
somebody to test that owns a printer but has very little clue how to use it, I'm here for you.
Yeah.
Very little
Yeah.
clue how to use it, can provide very little feedback. If you need an idiot's perspective, I'm here for you.
Okay, all right, we'll let you know.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
But I just got all my filament in 2 days ago, so I'm super excited to start working on that this weekend. Still working on the Death Star 2, which if you're following me on Instagram, I've got that.
That thing looks incredible.
Massive.
It is massive.
How big is it? Like
it's huge. It's I put it in the other room, but it's going to be about 18 inches in diameter.
Wow.
So it's big. But the anyways, I'm almost done with the bottom hemisphere, the bottom half of it. So I've got the last print going right now. I screwed up the other one, so hopefully that'll be done tomorrow, and then I'll be able to start painting that and putting that together.
Cool.
But that'll be kind of the big project. So
does it have a stand, or are you gonna hang it, or how?
It does, yeah. It's got like a little thing that you could hang it. I could never imagine hanging it because it is heavy. I mean, I'm even printing at like 5%, and it is
still heavy.
It's got to weigh 10 pounds right now.
Wow.
Just the bottom hemisphere. So there is a stand that you can put it on, although I don't think I'm going to 3D print that stand because, again, this thing is so heavy. I'm probably going to go get like a wooden dowel or something like that and paint it.
Cool.
But yeah, it'll be cool once it's finally done. I'm excited to paint it.
Yeah, it's going to look great.
Yeah, I hope so. But that's the big ones for me. So yeah,
we
3D printing.
We've run pretty long. It's definitely time to call it. We did skip over a section where we're going to take a look at some of the Series 10 stuff. We can do that.
Yeah, we'll do that once we get it all in hand.
Next episode, I will say, when we come back in 2026, our first episode will be our top 10 of 2025. So I think it would be cool for you guys to submit some of your top 10s of 2025. And I think Series 10 is going to be eligible because of it hitting right with Amazon orders hitting right at the end of the year. I think it's going to be eligible, at least for our purposes here. That's why we didn't do it for the last episode, because we've got some stuff coming in over the next week or so. So next episode, we will let you know when that is, but it will be our top 10 of 2025. It will include Series 10, and I would love for you guys to hit us up at microgalaxysquadron@gmail.com and submit your top 10, because I think it'd be cool to flip through some of our regulars' top 10s and see what everybody else think. Give us a list of what came out in 2025. To be honest, I do have to go back and scroll my own Instagram to see what that is. When I'm looking through, I'll scroll on my page all the way back to January of this year, and then I'll just look at the posts of what came out, what series came out, what vault sets came out.
We need DC Metro in here to give us all of the actual
DC Metro, if you're still here, give us a 2025 list of everything that came out. It will make that a lot easier. But legitimately, I do have to go look at my own account and see what I posted back then, and just keep scrolling forward in time to cover everything. So that'll be fun. We'll let you guys know when that is. I will say, but right before we go here, because I want to know what it is, I got my Geonosian Starfighter in from Amazon, but instead of a comparison, I do want to know what my blind box is. I have not had a rare or a chase from the blind boxes. So my one bundle, I want to see if I'm going to get a duplicate of something, or did the one item that Amazon has shipped me yet come through? Dooku. Oh,
it's Ray. So, your favorite one, man.
An amazing Scout class release, but I do have two of them already. Bummer.
Oh, man. Well, Amazon didn't strike as well on that. Didn't hit quite as good.
I'll be giving that to my kid.
Yeah. Although I got two of them, and I got Ezra in one of the two. So cool. That just makes me. Man. I feel like every time those Scout class boxes come, I just got to get like 6 of them. Just get 6 of them.
I tell you what, I'm really missing the 3-packs and 6-packs that the River Colony Trading place had.
Yeah.
I really wish they'd get those back. I wish I could just go to Jazzwares and order whatever they were buying. I wish I need
know.
like an investor to come in and say, hey, I just want to take over selling these 3-packs and 6-packs on online, because they were money. I mean, the ratio was insane of rares and chases in there.
Yep.
Somebody says they've gotten only rares. Well, not an amazing problem to have either, necessarily.
No.
It's not like series 5 and 6 where they were, or 6 and 7 maybe, where they were the troops, the colored troops. Great idea for chases and rares to have the colored troops like that. But yeah, another Ezra and a Hollow Dooku. I don't know if that's one I necessarily want tons of.
Agreed. Yeah, the hollows are one where you kind of only need 2 of them, you know, one to display and one to kind of like sit in your hollow display, whatever.
To put on the Black Series puck.
Yeah. I've got one that goes with the lineup, and then I've got one that goes in the hollow display that's got all of the hollow vehicles in it. So
thank you guys again, all of you, the 100 and some odd of you that hung out with us tonight. Everybody that won, congratulations. And the happiest of holidays to you all. I hope you guys are safe and have a good time. Hope you get some time off work, have some fun time with family, collect something cool. You can find me at Micro Galaxy Squadron and Micro Galaxy Squadcast on Instagram, Micro Galaxy Squadron on YouTube, Micro Squadron on X. Think about joining the Reddit page. You can find Cassidy at Cube Squadron, cubesquadron.com. Go to kickstarter.com, hit the notify button so we can all get that project off faster. Kevin at Kevin's Microfleet and Kevin's Microfleet on YouTube. Consider hitting the thumbs up on one or both of our videos. We would really appreciate it. And TK says, Merry Squadcastmas.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
I think that's how we'll end it tonight.
Yeah,
Cassidy,
thank you, Cassidy,
again
for being
Thank
here.
you guys so much for having
really
me. You guys are amazing. You're the gurus about this line, and I'm just very grateful that you were willing to have me on. So I really appreciate the support from everybody as well. Everybody that's been interested, sending me messages and following us on Kickstarter and Instagram. It means a lot. It really does. Thank you so much.
Fantastic. Yeah, I can't wait to see what you got coming next.
Absolutely. We'll have to have you back on when it launches.
I'd love to. Be great.
Until then, for our final sign-off of the year, TK says...
Merry Squadcastmas.
Merry Squadcastmas.
All right. See you, everybody. We're squadding out.
Merry Squadcastmas.
Very